Let me ask you a question. What happens if you mix a woman with a rose and a Godzilla cell together? Would you say it turns into a plant lady with a strong and dangerous ability and is a powerful adversary to our protagonist? Then you're wrong. It actually turned into this monstrosity. This is Biollante, a plant monster counterpart of Godzilla. She is a genetically modified plant hybrid kaiju who first appeared in the 1989 Godzilla film, Godzilla vs. Biollante. Sadly, that is also her last appearance in the Godzilla franchise as well. Biollante along with Mothra are among my favorite kaiju in the entire Godzilla franchise. Coincidentally, they are both female, according to the community headcanon, and they both possess a sense of beauty that film monsters in the Godzilla franchise have. Well, for Biollante, it's a bit hard to notice her beauty right away, especially with her second form. Look at her. That is stuff of nightmare more than something that can be called beautiful. Unlike Mothra, who you can just glance at and you know right away that she is beautiful. But at least Biollante's first form is beautiful, right? It's a loss and the loss is beautiful. Oh, oh, never mind. Biollante is by far the most interesting kaiju in the Godzilla franchise in my opinion. The combination of a plant, human, and Godzilla himself in one single character is sure to be interesting. But what sealed the deal for Biollante to be my second favorite kaiju of all time is her design. Look at this. Both of her forms are a masterclass in terms of art and design. Even if Biollante is not your favorite kaiju, you at least can agree with me on how good Biollante's design is, right? It looks disgustingly terrifying and extremely detailed. Every single one of her tendrils and wires to her main body in both forms are methodically made, and it shows. Even though 34 years have passed since her first debut movie in 1989, her designs is still among the best in the entire Godzilla franchise. And did you know that in order for Biollante to move, the crew needs to use roughly 20 piano strings and a lot of manpower to puppet all of her tendrils in her main body to achieve the moving shot that they need in the movie. And the director loves the shot so much that he used it twice in the movie. Biollante is unique in many ways. Some kaiju are just downright bad, and some are pure good. But Biollante is in the gray area. She is not outright bad, but she is not benevolent either. She is indeed a monster, but every time she longs, it doesn't sound intimidating or scary. It sounds sad. Like the crying of a creature who is in pain, or maybe crying for her creator. Why did you create me? I didn't ask to be made. Sadness is one of the most prominent elements of Biollante as a character. The fact that she is made from a rose and a woman, both of which are so vulnerable and fragile, but they have been mixed with the monstrosity and violent Godzilla. and become the terrifying monster with no trace of the flower and the woman at all. It seems that both of them have been overpowered by the more destructive force of Godzilla, and thus transformed into Biollante. Her first form is still possess a flower element of the lust, but later on in her second form, the flower is no more. The only thing that left is the unnerving and evil of Godzilla. But you're probably thinking, but where is the woman then? Where is she? Didn't Biollante also has a woman inside of her? The answer is that the only thing that left of the woman is her soul. As said by Mickey, who is a psychic character in the film, that Erika, the woman's spirit inside of Biollante, is crying out faintly. Mickey said that she could sense fear in Biollante of her current state after she took root in Lake Ashib and began crying out to anyone who could hear her. Mickey also mentioned that Biollante specifically called out Asuka, her friend in her past life. But outside of this information, we don't know much else about Biollante. The other thing that we know is that Erika's spirit is still inside Biollante, and the only thing that she can do is cry out, albeit faintly. Maybe Erika is crying out for her father too, who is the one responsible for the state that she is in right now. Or maybe she's crying out for Godzilla to end her life as Biollante. Who knows? The concept of a beast with a human spirit inside has been done before, but in the case of Biollante, it's different, at least in my opinion. Since the human part of her is so weak and insignificant that it doesn't even show up in both of her form, which is the lowest and the beast form. It only exists as a faint crying that only one character in the entire film, Mickey, can sense. Double down Erika's powerlessness to stand up to Godzilla influence, that the only thing she can do is crying, unable to rest even in her supposed death, all thanks to her only family member, her father, Genichiro. Love is a beautiful thing, but sometimes too much love can become an obsession, and in the case of Genichiro, it's an obsession of never letting go. Erika has been dead for a long time now, but he still could not let her go, so he spliced his cells into the loss that became Biollante out of a desire to preserve his daughter's spirit. But he never stopped to consider what Erika would feel, and if she wanted him to do what he did in the first place. But even then, in the last moment of Biollante, as she broke apart into energy sparks and floated into the sky above, Erika's spirit still harbored no hatred toward her father. Instead, said thank you to the onlooking humans beneath.
She says thank you.
Eh?
Biollante said it.
Erika.
If you can look past Biollante's scary and intimidating look, she is a very sympathetic character, and it is kind of sad that most people ignore or are unaware of this side of her. The main goal of this video is to spread this information to the new and old Godzilla fans out there who still don't know about Biollante or this sympathetic side of her. And that is my take on Biollante. What about you? What is your opinion on Biollante's lighting as a whole? Please let me know in the comment section down below, and if you like my video, please like and subscribe. It will help me a lot. Bye bye.